Oh, you gonna try to tell me that I should have ran off with you when I had a chance? And I'm thinking, see, Lady May been creeping around. And you. Alright, y'all, so I'm back with another recap. This is Greenleaf Revival, Season 2, Episode 4. My dog just took off running for some reason. Come sit down. Now. Go. Sit. This episode was boring to me as well as last week. I don't know. When I don't take notes for real, like half a page, it starts off with Lady May standing there pointing her fingers, and all the servants are rushing around in full speed, and then they slow the speed down. You hear a song playing. Marisol, one of the maids, come in and ask her about some flowers. She thinks that's the right one. Bishop comes in singing. Lets her know he's finna head off to the airport to go pick somebody up. Sophia comes into the house. I don't know, maybe I'm just a hugger. I come into the house and see my granddaddy. I hug him. I don't know. Maybe it's because they live together. I don't know. I'm just a hugger. Yeah. But Sophia comes into the house and she goes into the room. Her mama is in there with an old friend. And they're just reminiscing on old times, drinking up some champagne. Grace asked him, could she have a drink? And she's like, no, ma'am, Pam. You can't get no drink, but yeah. So Grace is like, yeah, I'm judging you though, Ma. I'm judging you. I don't even know if I'm going to go in order because I might not even look down at these notes. Kebby Kev. Kebby Kev is in there with Charity. I forgot her doggone name, Lord mercy. He's in there with Charity, and he's like, hey, like, when I'm going to get to make love to my wife again? And she was like, who are you talking about? He like, don't you think it's time? You know, I guess they've been back together for a few weeks, few months, 2 days, I don't know. But the timeline on this show goes kind of weird to me. And she's like, it's kind of strange. He was like, it's strange that I'm asking you to make love. She's like, yeah. She said, well, maybe we do it tonight. She seems like very off-put by it, but he's like, hey, happy about that. Okay, cool. So, Bishop picks up I am so sorry. Bishop picks up the pastor, his friend, Pastor Lionel. I think Lionel Jeffries. Picks up Lionel Jeffries. And they rode up through the hood talking about old times. He's sad that Lionel's wife can't be there. I guess she's passed away. And they reminiscing of the old times they used to all hang out down in the cabin together. They go past this big ass billboard. And he like, is that Jacob up there? And he like, where you see Jacob? Big ass billboard with Jacob and Basie Skanks on it, repping Triumph Church. He's like, yeah, that's him. That's my boy. Lionel, they have like a little get together at the house first, I guess, before the church revival. And Lionel was at the house, and he walks in, and Lady May looks at him, and she gives him this look, honey, like, what? And you disgust me for being here. That's the look she gave him. And I'm like, what is going on with them? Now, he don't look back at her off-putting. He just kind of like, and walks away, right? Okay, so they going through, I guess just going through some little scenes. J. Anthony Brown, he's another pastor, I guess. And J. Anthony Brown must get paid every time he said, watch out there now. Because he, of course, said that on this show, too. Okay, whatever, right? They go back in the back, and they're talking about, I don't know, they go back in the back, and they just talk for a brief moment, and Bishop goes off to get them some champagne, right? When he goes off to get them some champagne, Lady May is like, what are you doing here? He was like, I'm not here to bring you in trouble. She said, well, I preferred you not be here at all. And I'm like, what's going on with them? They smashed before or something? Because she acting real peculiar. Yes, she is. I'm tired, y'all. Oh, my God, I'm finally yawn again. But Lady May acting real peculiar. And I'm like, why? What's going on with them? It just, I'm still itching too, so I apologize. Okay, so Bishop brings back the champagne, and they make a toast, and he passes the champagne glass to Lionel, and his hand is just trembling. And, you know, they take notice of that. And Lady May comes up to him like, hey, you need to go see the doctor again. He's like, I already seen the doctor. I seen him last week. Gave me his new prescription, but I don't like to take it. was bored with this show, so I guess that's why I'm like I'm super yawning. And she was like, well, you need to take your medicine because you're trembling more than ever. He said, oh, I'm sorry to embarrass you. She's like, you're not embarrassing me, you're embarrassing yourself because you're not taking care of your health. That's the problem here. Okay, so Charity and Kev, they together, and Kev creeps up on the back of her, and she was saying how tired she was or whatever, and he was like, well, you know, we could put off, you know, making love tonight. She's like, it's not that I don't want to do it, it's just that I don't like making plans for it. It just seemed kind of awkward that we planning it, you know. So I guess she's saying it needs to be a little more spontaneous, but I think she's lying. That's just where I'm at right now. Next, they show the bishop telling Lionel what's going on with basic skanks in the church, and how they got the new development coming up right across the street, and how that's like throwing them off at their church is like really affecting their membership and everything like that. So Lionel offers to throw some salt in their game. He said, I could bring my son out here. He works in zoning down in Nashville. Bring him on up here, have him look at it, and see if he can find anything, some loophole to kind of slow down the process, break him out. He said, okay, cool, let's do that. So next they show Charity and Jabari. They up on stage jamming. And the song is like, hey, they doing pretty good. They doing pretty good. All right. But then Charity starts backing it up on him, and he backing up on her, and she rocking and rolling up against him, and Kevin peeping. It's like, the hell is going on? And I'm like, he thinking this stuff. This is not the first time that I've seen this closeness with you two. Okay. So after they got done performing, and they decided to call up J. Anthony Brown. I forgot his name. He was one of them Altoid or Atnoid or something like that. He was pastor somebody. Basically, he's a pastor with jokes. Y'all get this type of guy. I had them type of sermons in church where your pastor come up there and basically just tell jokes. So he get up there and he telling jokes about how long his sermon gonna be tonight. It's gonna be a couple hours, and he was basically telling jokes. He really didn't like getting into the sermon. You can see my face right now. This is how I'm feeling about this episode. I don't know. Bring Oprah back or something. Add some more drama to the scene. So, but while this is going on, Charity and Jabari sitting up in the choir stand, just laughing and giggling, they touching and caressing, and like, so when they get back to the house, Kevin's like, hey, what's up with Jabari? He always act like this whenever he perform, he sing when he performing. She's like, I really don't know. I think he do, you know. It's just that he thought my album was good, so he came down and worked, so it's lucky that I got him here. And he's like, what the hell is up with y'all? Y'all creeping together. Y'all sleeping together. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe that you said that, you know. Acting all brand new. Like, you, come on now. You know you got fifis for this dude, right? So the baby started crying, and they both look over, and she look at him. I guess Kevin, I don't know what it was. I was like, Dad, Kevin, you can't get up? Oh, sheesh. You can't make no move to go see what's about the baby. But Charity looked like, okay, fine, I'll go get him. And so Grace is out here stalking Uncle Perv. She's sitting outside his apartment complex, I guess, watching his every move. I don't know how often she does this, but she does it every night. And see, he got a date. And I'm thinking it's always some damn woman who overlooked accusations of molestation and rape. It's always going to be one. They're going to be ride or die to the end or whatever. But, you know, I don't know if that's this woman's situation. But Grace rolls up on her and like, hey, you know he molests kids? You know how many little girls he's molested and raped? And while he's doing that, Uncle Perv runs on out like, hey, get away from her, get away from her. Just drive off, go home. And he's like, I'm trying to start my life over again. And she was like, I'm not going to ever forgive you. I'm not going to ever forget. And he was like, hey, you call yourself a Christian. I'm like, whatever. They go back to Kev and Charity and this little goober baby. That baby. Do you see the little goober? You see the little goober? He looks so adorable. I was like, oh, he's just smiling and smiling. They like, oh, it's his first smile. He's like, he ain't never smiled before. I keep forgetting he just came back home. You know, he'd been missing the baby after the baby's first 3 months of his life. So no, baby ain't smiled before. He's like, why do you think he's smiling? He's smiling because he sees his mom and his daddy together. Let's just go and put that out there. Like, don't imply it. Don't imply it, y'all. Just put it out there. He's smiling because mom and daddy, they're together and eyes shot together. First frame, bam, boom, like that. Okay. So Kev apologized to her for accusing her of cheating with Jabari. And she's like, no, you don't have to apologize to me. He's like, I do. I really need to apologize because I was wrong and I'm sorry. But Kevin, you ain't wrong. They haven't did the deed, but they got an emotional connection that's building and building and building. And it's a strong physical connection as well that's steady building, okay? So May confronts Lionel about his motives of coming, why he's there. He's like, James asked me to be here. I ain't got no damn motives. And she was like, what, you think I'm going to run off to you? You going to try to tell me that I should have ran off with you and I had a chance? And I'm thinking, see, Lady May been creeping around. And you could tell she still got feelings for Lionel, baby. Yes, she do. And it's like so evident in all her actions. And so they back at the revival day 2, and out comes Mary. And I'm like, hey, I like me some Mary, y'all. Hey. See, Mary got some more contemporary style gospel, but they don't seem like little fake ass Miguel that be on stage and twerking and jerking and gyrating through his songs. And I don't get that, but Mary, I can rock with them, right? But I hate the way that this show does the music. Like, you can clearly tell that the audience reaction is not going with the music that's playing. You can tell that they didn't tape these at the same time. Because, baby, we not that bad. Ain't no damn way our rhythm is that bad that we off the beat. Why everybody clapping like this it's annoying to me because I watch for editing mistakes and shows. I don't know why I do that. It's just something I tune into, and that's really getting to me, that they're not clapping to the same song that's being sung. I don't know if they brought Mary in later and did that edit. The choir behind them seem to be it, but they don't even bring the music across like it's a live performance. You can like clearly tell that it's a recording being played. Sounds weird to me. Pastor Lionel Jeffries got up there and speak, and he gave a whole speech about being asleep and being asleep and being asleep some more and being asleep, and they're asleep when you're awake and everybody else asleep, and it was just putting me to sleep. But it touched Lady Bay some kind of way. She started crying and tearing up. The bishop looking at her like, she crying? Well, he passed her a little kerchief, for her tears. I just don't know what the fuck convicted her from that speech, because that's all he kept saying was people were asleep. I mean, she did close her eye. So I don't know, maybe that's what it was, that she was asleep too. So afterwards, Kevin came climbing to the bed with Charity. And yeah, he's trying to get some love. He's trying to just like do it on the fly this time. He kissing and caressing her. She listened to her music at first, and he tried to do some small talk in the beginning. But then he coming in with a sweet tongue, Kevin got a nice body, but she it's like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I should. He's like, well, you ain't even trying. She said, I shouldn't have to try. It should just be natural. I should want to be with you, and I don't. She said, matter of fact, it's just over. This relationship is done. I was like, damn. They really didn't try to work on the relationship. Like, it was over before Kevin even came back, pretty much. Because I told you, Jabari got that bug, baby. He got that. I'm like, shit. So, Pastor and Lady May are talking, and he tells her, I'm taking my meds today, baby. I guess he assumed that her tears was the overwhelming stress of him not taking care of himself. He just wanted to reassure her that, I'm taking my meds. Don't worry about me. And she was like, well, that's good. He's like, I don't want you to cry. So, yeah. Okay. So next, Sophie is going in there. She's watching her mama sing. And I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a gospel song, but the words was just, yes, I will. Well, no other lyrics to that song. Yes, I will. 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 And yes, I will. I mean, there was no other words. I'm like, but somehow this was moving to Sophie, okay? So next day at the church revival, the bishop is giving is this the benediction at the end? When he calling everybody down to the pulpit to say, yeah, whatever. So he giving his benediction, and Sophie, I knew she decided to go turn herself over to the Lord. And she said she wanted to get baptized. And they did it the same day. Maybe I've been out of church too long. When I got baptized, 10 times I got baptized. I remember having to go to a class every time before we did the baptism. That was like, we had to schedule a date. I ain't never seen them do a baptism soon as you dedicate yourself. That was very different. So, of course, everybody's so happy that she's dedicating herself to the Lord. And May and Grace, everybody just feeling it. She goes up to do the baptism, and Bishop is like, just trust me. Just lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Anyway, she leaning back. And I just knew that his tremors were going to kick in. That probably would have made this episode more exciting for me. That his tremors could have kicked in. He would have dropped Sophie, and Sophie couldn't swim. She couldn't breathe, and she couldn't fight to get up out the water. That would have made it more interesting to me. But no, that didn't happen either. It was successful. He dunked her. He pulled her back up. Now she feel like infinity. She said she feel infinite. So, yeah, she feels like infinity. Lionel Boy shows up, and he basically tells them that they can keep delaying the bill by filing an injunction after injunction because of some law that passed after their church was built that they now have to abide by, that they see them have to abide by. And Lady May like, let's go forward with it. So they're gonna do this, right? Okay. So when Lionel and the boy was getting ready to leave, he suggested, the son suggested that he go ahead and stay, and he will work remotely for his clients in Nashville. And she just looked so put off like that. I'm like, does he know about his dad and her getting together? Why she seems so uneasy about him? Like, I wouldn't want to move him in my house either. But yeah, they moving him into the house, and he's moving into Jacob's room, and that's the episode. That's how uneventful it was. I can't even give it life. I know I'm tired, but I can't even give this episode life. It was so boring to me. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's Greenleaf, y'all. Revival. I wasn't revived. I was not revived. I was sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.